Paddleboarding is a great sport for a number of reasons. Because it's low impact, but it provides a full body workout. And being out on the water is a beautiful space. Time on the water to relax. It's hard to be in a bad mood when you're on the water. It's great for your fitness. It's also just mentally a great space to kind of relax and connect.
After spending some time on Earth, Chewbacca is continuing his plan to paddle around the world. He knows exploring more places is the best way to get used to humans.
Chewbacca called me last night to talk me into filming his first open ocean paddleboarding adventure.
Oh, you didn't shave today, Chewbacca.
So he picked me up today with all of his facial hair grown out because he's mostly been shaving and wearing human clothing to get used to us humans. After I interviewed him for this documentary, I told him to shave his face if he wants to blend in with the crowd.
After back and forth bantering with his friend, our enthusiastic paddler heads to the marina. But as he passed by the beach, he noticed something odd today. Blending with humans requires an actual crowd to blend in after all.
So we finally make it to the pier for a moment. I'm videoing him. I get on. He starts to go out a little bit and start cruising down the water. It was really calm and nice. There were a good amount of people out there today. We saw a bunch of people going on a trail up and down in the water. Old, young, with children, with dogs. Also, we were going past all these really cool boats and houseboats.
paddling in calm water is a lot easier for Chewbacca. So far, he has a good start. But at some point, in any adventure, unexpected scenarios sometimes happens.
Sept had this idea to stand up while I videoed him, and so it's like, okay, I remember saying balance, Chewbacca, and then all of a sudden, and I never fell off a board before. I ended up going to the car first. I was really cold, freezing. I did lose the gimbal and Galaxy, actually. It fell out of my hand, and he did try to go find it underwater.
After failing to retrieve his gadgets underwater, Chewbacca decided to get back on the beach to check on his friend, and meeting his newly hired drone videographer on the way.
So I was taking footage of Sept using the drone as he was coming out of the water after paddling. And then on the way back to the shore, he accidentally stepped on a stingray.
Losing gadgets and now getting stung by stingray. This must be a lucky day. Unbeknownst to many, Mother's Beach is a haven for hundreds of stingrays. And luckily, our drone operator is also a resident stingray expert.
I love fish watching. I've been doing it for quite some time. I'm particularly fond of the leopard sharks that are in San Diego. But of course, I love the local stingrays on Mother's Beach, you know. And apparently, the warm water here on Mother's Beach attracts them here every summer. And they're not aggressive creatures at all. Their instinct is just to whip their tail, and it can just rupture your skin. Oof. Contact with the stinger causes major pain. Swelling, muscle cramping. It can just lead to bacteria and fungi. Just no good for you. So if you do get stung, just immediately rinse it with hot water, warm water, and just get the stinger out and then clean it, and you should be fine. And the next time you walk on the beach, it's just advisable to do the stingray shuffle, which is just swinging from side to side instead of just taking one big step, so it can kind of know that you're there. As for Chewbacca, luckily, him being a Wookiee, his leg hair saved him from laceration.
A long time ago, Chewbacca ate all types of animal that he encountered. But his experience with porgs developed his empathy to all types of creature.
So after we went back to the car, Sept decided to rent a hard paddleboard to continue our filming. And this time, riding on a hard paddleboard is much sturdier because it's heavier and wider to stand on. It's also a lot less crowded during that time on the beach and in the water, so we were able to paddle our way easier.
After falling from the board several times, a change of gear really helped our neophyte paddler. But of course, as well as some tips from a pro.
general, paddleboarding is a great sport, particularly for calm waters. You are standing up on the paddleboard the same way that you would be when you're surfing, but you're standing flat on the board, and then you're paddling standing up with a nice long paddle. It's low impact, but it provides a full body workout. You're working your core, you're working your legs, you're working your back. All of those big muscle groups, if you're doing it correctly, are targeted by paddleboarding. And then being out on the water is a beautiful space. Mentally, I use paddleboarding as my time on the water to relax. It's hard to be in a bad mood when you're on the water. It's a great space to just connect with yourself, connect with other people, and connect with the water. It's also just mentally a great space to kind of relax and connect. I first met Sept when he was out on the water one day. He seemed a bit shy at first, but paddleboarding is a great way to get everyone together, make sure everyone feels comfortable. It's always a pleasure to see him down here.
After an hour of paddling with a new board, Chewbacca felt like something's missing.
There are so many pathways to take on this marina. If you're a beginner, you can just stay on one of its fingers because it's shaped like a hand with 8 or 9 fingers. And if you're a more advanced paddler, you can go all the way down the main pathway. You just have to stay on the side. Otherwise, you're gonna be capsized by or run down by big boats. I mean, really big. So we continued paddleboarding, or we went to the main marina pathway where you see bigger boats, I mean really big ships. And now we started seeing some animals like birds, seagulls, pelicans, and even seals. So we paddle our way all the way to the end of the open marina, and Sepp wants to go all the way to the open ocean, and I said, I don't think that's a good idea, but let's do it. So we paddle our way all the way to the end of the open marina, and Chewbacca says he wants to go all the way out to the open ocean. And I said, I don't think that's a good idea, but let's do it anyways. Right around this time, the place is getting really foggy. Within about 15 minutes of going out into the open ocean, we can no longer even see the horizon, like zero visibility. And I was like, oh no, we should probably get back. get back to where we came from, and it's fascinating to see the sunshine again after we get back from a dark and foggy place where there is no sunlight. And now you see the big bright sky again, as if you're teleporting from one place to another. On the way back, you see all these people who live across the marina, and also rich people who are in their big yachts, having parties and barbecues, etc. It had all of these paddlers freaked out because they just saw this one fin above the water, and they were like, "Oh my god, shark, shark!" But nope, it's just a friendly seal just trying to play with us humans. I wonder if there are dolphins here. Oh, I really want to see dolphins, but Seb says you only see them at Malibu Beach, which I'm really excited to go to on one of our next adventures. So even though we fell on the board and the first time around we lost some gadgets and gimbals, overall it's a great experience coming down here. The water is calm, everyone's enjoying themselves with their kids, families, dogs, men, women, Wookiees. It's for everyone. So if you're just sitting on your couch one fine Sunday morning, get your ass out here and paddle out here, the marina. There's no excuse for you.
Another great paddling for Chewbacca, as he continue his paddle adventures around the world.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might wanna sing it note for note, so don't worry.
Here, the other side.
Be happy.
Posture.
In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Do 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 place to play your head. Somebody came and took your bed, but don't worry. Be happy. Don't say your rent is late. You may have to litigate, and don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Goes once.
Sorry.
And I was like, oh no, we should probably get back.
Action.
And I was like, oh no, we should probably get back. And I was like, oh no, we should probably get back.
And then on his way back to the shore, he accidentally stepped on a stingray. Let's do one more. This one. Hold on. One more. So I was taking footage of Seth as he was coming out of the water. I just had.
Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style. Ain't got no gal to make you smile, but don't worry. Be happy, yeah. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown, and that'll bring everybody down, so don't worry.
Hello, my name is Ajna, and I am a photographer, videographer, model, as well as a music composer. I recently released an album called Music for the End of the World.
Okay, my name is Miley. I am a certified paddleboard instructor, and I manage 2 stand-up paddleboard rental locations, one here in Los Angeles in Marina Del Rey, Pro Sup Shop, the other one in San Diego, the Sup Connection out of Point Loma.
Here we are, headed towards the Hollywood sign, going back to my place. We had quite an adventure today. Chewbacca seemed to have lots of fun, right?
Fist bump. Firework.